Do you know what pollution is and how it affects our world? Well, let's take a moment to understand this. Pollution, in its simplest form, is the introduction of harmful materials into our environment. You can think of it like this. Imagine if someone dumped a whole bucket of rainbow-colored paint into your favorite crystal-clear swimming pool. Not so inviting anymore, right? These harmful materials that cause pollution are known as pollutants. They can come from many sources and aren't always as obvious as a bucket of paint. Sometimes pollutants can be natural, like volcanic ash. It's not that volcanoes are trying to be messy, it's just part of what they do. However, a lot of pollutants are created by human activities. Picture factories churning out smoke or trash that isn't disposed of properly. So now that we understand what pollution is, do you know how many types of pollution there are? There are mainly 3 types of pollution: air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. Let's kick things off with air pollution. Imagine a cloudy gray blanket, but instead of being cozy and warm, it's harmful and damaging. That's what air pollution is like. It includes any substances in the air that can harm us and other living organisms. This could be smoke from factories, car exhaust, or even dust and pollen. It's like an unwanted party guest that just won't leave. Next up, we have water pollution. Picture a glass of water. Now imagine someone dropping a blob of oil, a sprinkle of chemicals, or a handful of rubbish into that glass. Doesn't sound very appetizing, does it? Water pollution involves any contaminated water, whether from chemical, particulate, or bacterial matter that degrades the water's quality and purity. It can come from a single source, like an oil spill, or from many different sources, like when rainwater picks up pesticides from fields and carries them into rivers. Last, but certainly not least, we have land pollution. This is the degradation of the Earth's land surfaces, often caused by human activities and misuse of the land resources. Imagine if you never took out the trash and it just kept piling up in your home. Gross, right? That's basically what land pollution is. It's caused by things like litter, construction debris, and even electronic waste, which is all the old phones, computers, and other gadgets that we throw away. Each of these types of pollution has its own causes and effects, and they often overlap. For example, when we burn fossil fuels, it causes air pollution. But when that pollution falls back to Earth with rain, it can lead to water and land pollution. It's like a domino effect, where one thing leads to another. Understanding the different types of pollution helps us see how we contribute to it and what we can do to stop it. Yes, it's a big challenge, but remember, every little bit helps. Even small changes can make a big difference. So let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. So what happens when we pollute our environment? Well, let's dive into the murky waters of this question, shall we? First up, we have air pollution. Imagine breathing in a cloud of smoke. Not very pleasant, is it? Our bodies aren't big fans of it either. Air pollution can cause respiratory diseases like asthma and bronchitis and even lung cancer. But it doesn't stop there. The excess of harmful gases like carbon dioxide in the air also contributes to global warming. This leads to rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and changing weather patterns. Not exactly the hot summer vacation we were dreaming about, right? Next, let's talk about water pollution. Our oceans, rivers, and lakes are not just giant swimming pools. They're homes to countless aquatic creatures. But when we pollute these waters with harmful substances like oil, plastic, and chemicals, it's like filling their homes with garbage. This can lead to the death of these aquatic animals and plants. And when humans drink or bathe in polluted water, it can cause diseases like cholera and typhoid. Talk about an unwelcome house guest. Finally, we have land pollution. When we litter or dump waste irresponsibly, we're not just messing up the scenery, we're disrupting the balance of flora and fauna. This means fewer beautiful flowers to smell and fewer cute animals to spot on our next nature walk. Land pollution can also cause soil erosion, which can lead to landslides and floods. And let's not forget, it can make the soil less fertile, making it harder to grow our favorite fruits and veggies. The effects of pollution are harmful, and in some cases even deadly. But do not worry, there are ways to fight it. We can each do our part to protect our beautiful planet. Stay tuned to learn more about how we can help reduce pollution and keep our environment clean and healthy. So, how can we control pollution and save our environment? Well, there are lots of ways we can help, and it all starts with the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. By reducing the amount of waste we produce, reusing items instead of throwing them away, and recycling materials like paper, plastic, and glass, we can significantly cut down on the amount of waste that ends up in landfills and pollutes our soil and water. Another important way to control pollution is to conserve water. Did you know that water is a limited resource? So, every drop we save can really make a difference. This can be as simple as turning off the tap while brushing your teeth or taking a shorter shower. Now let's talk about trees. Trees are like the superheroes of the environment. They absorb harmful pollutants and release oxygen, making the air cleaner and healthier for us to breathe. Planting more trees and preserving existing forests can help control air pollution. But we can't do it alone. Governments and organizations all around the world are also working hard to reduce pollution. They're creating laws to limit the amount of pollution that factories can produce, investing in renewable energy sources like wind and solar power, and running campaigns to educate people about the importance of protecting the environment. For instance, many cities are now promoting public transportation, carpooling or cycling as greener alternatives to driving. This not only reduces traffic but also cuts down on the amount of exhaust fumes released into the air. Moreover, numerous organizations are dedicated to cleaning up our oceans and rivers, protecting endangered species, and promoting sustainable farming practices. They are all part of the global effort to control pollution and preserve our environment for future generations. So what can you do? Start small. Maybe you could start a recycling program at your school or in your neighborhood. Or perhaps you could plant a tree in your backyard or participate in a local cleanup day. Every little bit helps. And remember, it's not just about what we can do as individuals. It's also about encouraging our friends, family, and community to get involved. After all, controlling pollution and protecting the environment is a team effort. In conclusion, controlling pollution may seem like a daunting task, but it's definitely not impossible. By taking small steps, we can all contribute to a cleaner, healthier environment. And who knows, your actions might just inspire others to do the same. Remember, every little effort counts when it comes to saving our environment. Before we wrap up, it's time for a quick quiz to see what you've learned. Let's see if you've been paying attention. Don't worry, there are no wrong answers here, only learning opportunities. Question 1. Can you name the 3 types of pollution we talked about today? That's right, air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. These are the main types of pollution that are impacting our world. Question 2. Can you tell me one effect of water pollution? Yes, you got it. Water pollution can harm aquatic life, making it difficult for fish and other underwater creatures to survive. It can also contaminate drinking water, which can lead to health problems for us humans too. And now, for our final question. Can you name one way we can control pollution? Excellent. We can control pollution in a number of ways, such as recycling, conserving energy, and even by planting more trees. Remember, every little bit helps, and we can all do our part to keep our planet clean and healthy. Give yourselves a big pat on the back. You did a fantastic job on this quiz. It's clear that you're becoming quite the environmental experts. Knowledge is power, and with this information, you're well on your way to becoming warriors for our planet. Great job on the quiz. Remember, we all have a part to play in protecting our environment. It's up to us to make sure that our air, water, and land are clean for all creatures big and small. So let's do our part and make the world a cleaner, healthier place for everyone. We can start right now in our own homes and communities. And here's one more thing you can do right now. Don't forget to subscribe to GURUKIDZ Smart Kids channel for more fun and educational videos. We've got loads of exciting content coming your way. Stay curious, stay smart, and most importantly, stay kind to our planet. Until next time.